Hello my friend, I am Anmol Srivastav and he is my friend that is Harshit Srivastav, and today we are going to discuss on the topic about plastic pollution. Yes my friend, plastic pollution is a serious threat in a prison scenario. It is because it cannot be disposed of very easily. It takes around 2000 years to completely dispose of. Actually what happens that these plastic waste are trying to dispose of in a earth fill, in a landfill. And what happened? The particles of these plastic pollutions, they got be scattered all around the world, and it gets mixed in a dust particles. So it may cause a breathing problems for human beings also. Other problem is that plastic pollution also very serious threats for a organism who are living in a water, like fishes, like whales. Means these plastic pollutions are being disposed of in a oceans or in a rivers. So what happened? The organism like fish and the turtles, they eat means they consume these plastic waste, and they sooner died off because of this plastic pollution. And it has a very serious threat. It is bad because most of the countries today are not taking as serious concerns regarding plastic pollution. Today, if we talk about the most of the developed countries also, like Australia, and you can say US and Singapore and Brazil and these other countries, they are not taking as a serious concern regarding plastic pollution. India also comes under the list in the list which takes only partial action to complete the plastic waste pollution.
Yes.
But there are some countries like Ireland, they charge a very high prices and high taxes for the person who use the plastics. So it is our country should also do such type of thing. We should ban the plastic. And actually it is a responsibility of not only the single person, it is a responsibility of all the person. Most of the persons in our country are not aware fully what is the harmful effect of plastic. They just only see their own convenience and cost because they are very cheap in India, like our country. Every person can buy easily, and especially the manufacturers and producers, they even find it easy to manufacture goods in plastic and use of plastics. So that's why, and people are also not aware of the harmful effect of plastic. So,
Yes.
so you can say that these are all the reasons for the use of plastic. And I think if it will not control, then it may cause a very serious concerns in a plastic. Most of the animals they are died off continuously every day due to plastic waste, and most of the and it also prevents fresh water to enter in the groundwater because it gets clogged because it lost the fresh water from entering into the groundwater. So that is a serious concern for the plastic waste pollution. So I would ask my friend Ashish Srivastav, what is his opinion regarding this topic?
Actually, pollution has had been one of the major serious concerns in our society. We are not new to the term pollution, and if we talk about the plastic pollution. Plastic pollution can be termed as accumulation of the plastic. We are very familiar to the landscape that we are seeing that plastic is being in the garbage, and the most of the part of the garbage consists of the plastic. The reason is because the domestic users, they do use the plastic as their priority, because the manufacturers, the product they consume, like eating drinking milk, like taking bread, like anything you can take, so the manufacturers, they are using the plastic to pack the items, and this is one of the major cause why the plastic is coming into the society, and that is creating a lot of problem. Because when they are using the plastic as a material of the packaging, then because plastic is very inexpensive, so they do take a lot of profit of it. They have a easily and sustainably packed items, but instead of that they are performing harm to the environment, because plastic is non-biodegradable substance. It takes about 5,200 years to degrade a plastic completely. So that is a very great concern, because plastic is a thing that cannot be dumped, because if you dump the plastic, it will ultimately not easily biodegrade. And our government and some of the people, they do try to do such type of efforts, as you have already told, that they are trying to dump the plastics. And if they are trying to dump the plastic, the problem is still not getting. So the reasons come here, that what might be the solution of it. I would go to the solution, but before I would want to discuss some of its ill effects. One of the ill effects is that plastic is causing the major concern to the respiratory system of our body, because plastic is in all about the air. The particles of the plastic is in the air, and you are taking the respiration. It may cause you a bronchitis, it may cause you a severe respiratory disease, not only to the humans but also to the animals, especially the aquatic animals. They are being consuming the plastic materials and a lot of things, so they are getting harm. Fishes are being died. Animals like cows and dogs, they have to eat. Sometimes they are eating the plastics, and they are reducing the they are providing harm to their body. So there are a lot of factors that plastic is providing to harm. Many of the garbage pickers, what they are doing, in order to they do not want to dump the garbage in a right place, so they are burning the plastic. And the burning of the plastic is one of the dangerous form of the plastic, because on burning plastic releases such type of harmful gases that is very dangerous. When we take the respiration, also this gas mixes to the rivers and the oceans. This gas also provide harms to the animals and also the humans, because this gas and lot of plastic particles, they are also providing such type of skin cancers too. So cancer is one of the major threat of the plastic pollution as a result of plastic pollution.
Yeah, you are right. As per the research which is conducted, so it has been found that consuming plastic regularly is the reason for more than 50 types of cancers. Yes. It may be happen anywhere, at any place, and you don't even know that you are eating a plastic. It may be form of your food that you are eating. It may be form of a thing that you are using. Plastic, yes. Today plastic is contaminating everything, even a food also, because most of the persons who involved in the corruption also, so what they mix the plastics. What happened that before I heard that some of the producers, some of the manufacturers, they manufacture rice from plastic.
Yes.
And various foodable items they manufacture from a plastic also, like you can say that eggs also. So you can see that how plastics can cause a serious concern and threats to a human beings also. We don't know that we are eating this thing and it contains a plastics.
Yes.
And you can suffer from more than 50 types of cancers. So it is very bad thing. I think it is against the humanity. It is against the peace.
Yes.
And actually the problem is that there is no alternative to reduce the plastic. That is the main thing. For example, if you talk about the handbags or paper bags, they are not as cheaper as the plastics.
Yes.
Paper bags generally are most costlier than the plastic bags, and they are not easily accessible to all the persons. If you go to a shop, if you go to any shop and to purchase any items, then they don't provide a paper bag. What they do, they easily provide a plastic bag or polythene to
yes.
carry out your items. So this is not right. It is a responsibility of manufacturers and retailers also to give only the handbag.
Yes.
But the problem occurs that handbags are somewhat costlier in our country, especially in India. Yes. So that's why they think that no, they cannot easily sell out their items through a handbag. So they provide, and actually there is lack of coordination and there is a lack of accountability. Because what happens if government announce that no, there is a ban of plastic and no retailers can sell out a plastic bag, but who will come to see that retailers are still selling their items in a plastic polythene?
Proper surveys are
not there. Who will come to see? There is no officer, there is no inspector who will see. And even the public, they are fool. They even don't complain. They don't complain to any responsible officers of our country that they are using a plastic and they are selling a material through plastic.
Yes.
So that is the main thing. Neither the officials which have been seen as serious concerns, neither the public which are taking as a serious concerns to use the plastic, means to reduce the use of a plastic. So that is the main problem. So there should be a proper alternative that has been to be developed. There is a involvement of a scientist also, so that they can manufacture and invent some anything which can reduce the use of plastic, like paper bags, or you can say that new inventions which contains the very less amount of plastic, less than 50 micron or less than that, so that they don't provide a harm to anybody, so that they can easily get recycled. That is why actually what happened in our country now, that most of the things which are of plastic and which can be recycled, that can also be thrown out in the garbage, because we don't know that it is it can be recycled. So due to lack of accountability and lack of awareness in terms from the part of a public, from part of us retailers, manufacturers, and even government officials also. So what happened? There is a continued use of plastic for a long time.
Yes, it is a major concern, because actually we are not treating the uses of uses of the plastic as a serious concern. We are just thinking about that if we are using the plastic as if it is a part of our daily life, and that creates a major problem. That creates a difference between the developed minds and the normal minds, because we are just following the threads of the normal minds. We are not thinking about the ill effects of the plastic, even though some of the people, they do concern about the plastic, but still the concern of the small people cannot be able to contribute a lot. If you all have to think about the about the improvement of this process, otherwise you cannot be expect a plastic free society. Some of the major reforms that I want to discuss is about that many a times government has banned plastic, use of the plastic. As my friend told that he is right, that proper surveys and administration is not there, because if some shopkeeper is using a sort of plastic, the customers are also willing to take it. They do not think about to complain that shopkeeper. They do not think about to reduce this effect, and that is a major problem. Why it occurs? Because it is a both-sided party item. You have to think and other one have to think.
Yeah.
So it is one of the major things.
It is responsibility of every citizen.
Yes, there would be administrator non-overwhelmed. Maybe the government is sending the survey people to a big shop, but maybe he is not able to send to all the shopkeepers. So it is your responsibility that you should complain. You must not willingly take the plastic, and complain is another thing. Another thing is that what you can do by yourself is you can take your paper bag, or you can take your cloth bag from your home to the market and take the vegetables, take all the items in that only. If a shopkeeper is giving you a plastic bag, you must refuse to take it, because you should already opt an cloth bag or an paper bag. It is your responsibility to take it, because if you are taking it by own, the shopkeepers don't have to worry about that.
And there should be a proper restrictions in the terms of not to use of plastic, but our retailers, from manufacturers or producers also, so that they prevent from using a plastic again and again.
Yes.
And similarly, government also ban the use of plastic which is above the 50 micron, because
Yes.
they cannot be easily get recycled.
Degraded.
That is the main thing, and
Yes.
and there should be proper awareness that should be made by the government, by the officials, to how plastic can provide harm to health, how they can cause contamination in the air, and it can be become a serious threats in a coming future. So there should be proper awareness that should be created.
It is
through
also
campaigns.
causing the problem in the drinking water too. What the water we are drinking, you cannot imagine that it is free of plastic. Maybe the particles of the plastic are inside your drinking water, and they are acting as a slow poison to your body. You think about the India, before some of the years, the life expectancy of India was so much. Why the life expectancy is reducing? One of the major causes is pollution, and one of the major cause of pollution is plastic pollution. So because plastic pollution is in our hand, we can reduce this plastic pollution. Because of our efforts, because of our contribution, we can be able to make a plastic free society. So I do recommend, I do appeal to all my listeners that you should make a plastic free society. You should contribute by yourself. That is the big thing. Otherwise, if you are not thinking now, your next generation will face a major problem, a major threat. there would be a lot of problems. So that is
And in future, what happen? You will be surrounded only by the plastic. You eat plastic, you drink plastics,
Yes.
and your bed is plastic, and everything is going to be plastic.
Yes.
And later after some time, if this will not reduce, it will be not prevented now, then it can cause a very serious concerns.
That is fatal.
That's why.
So thank you to all my listeners. Stay safe at your own in this coronavirus pandemic. So stay safe and keep yourself away from plastic and contribute your efforts to make the plastic free society. Thank you to all my listeners. Goodbye.